Hello everyone. Today we're going to use Adobe Photoshop to create a polygon animal. I've got some examples in front of you, and as you can see, they are photos of animals that have been manipulated into basic shapes using different filters. And in the background, you can see that there is a solid color. So what we're going to do is log into Photoshop with our @schools login and password that's on the lesson plan, and then you're going to go to the internet and you're going to find a good quality photo of an animal. Try and make sure that the animal is in the foreground of the photo. You can choose any animal that you like. Make sure it's nice and high quality. You're going to select the right-hand image over here because it's high resolution. Right-click, copy image, and go back to Photoshop. You're then going to go File, New, and go across to Print. Make sure you do that step. It must be print because that's got the best resolution. You're going to select A4, and then you can choose Portrait or Landscape depending on the photo of the animal that you chose. I'm going to choose Landscape and create. I'm going to go Control V to paste my image into the artboard, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit and use my spacebar to go from side to side. I'm then going to scale that image up to fit the artboard, edit, transform, scale, grab a corner toggle and drag it up. And click Enter to bring it into full resolution. I'm going to copy that layer down to the plus symbol so that I have a backup layer in case I make a mistake. I'm then going to use the magnifying glass again to zoom right into the edge, not too close, just about here. And we're going to start making shapes using the Polygon lasso tool. You'll find that on your tool palette by holding down the lasso tool and going to the second option, Polygonal Lasso. Now this will make straight edge shapes. And the first shape I want you to make is a 3 or 4-sided random shape like this that is following the edge of your animal in the body area. You're then going to go Filter, Blur, Average, and what it's done is found the average color within that selection. If you need to deselect that shape, you can go Control D to deselect, but you don't have to do that. You can just simply click over to the side and start a new shape. Try and really make sure that you're being as careful as possible that your shapes line up with one another and that there's no gap in between. Because you've just done a filter, you can use the commands Control Alt F, and what it will do, it's going to do Control Alt F, is actually redo the last filter that you did. So Filter, Blur, Average. I can then go again and do another shape, Control Alt F, and I continue to do that all the way around the main parts of my animal. Now, I'm going to zoom out so you can sort of see how big these shapes are. So at the main body part of the animal, the shapes are going to be reasonably sized. For things that require a bit more detail, I would go a little bit smaller again, such as the flippers. But for the face of the turtle, I'm going to go quite small. So I'll do the eye first. So that I can actually really show what I'm looking at. So don't go too big in your shapes when you're doing the main parts of the animal, such as the eyes and the ears and things like that. You want to be as small with your shapes as possible in those areas. Once you have completely filled your animal with polygons, what we're going to do is select the outside of the animal by going around the whole outside of all the polygons. So obviously I haven't done this very well. I have only done a few shapes. Don't do this until you've done the whole animal. I'm just doing this for the example. And you're going to very carefully go around with the polygon lasso until you meet up, and you can see that the marching ants, the selection tool, has selected the whole turtle. I'm then going to go to Select, Inverse. And what's happened now is I've actually selected the background. Selecting Inverse has actually selected the background of the animal. I'm then going to go Edit, Fill, And I'm going to select from these options color. And I can then select any color from this color palette in here, or I could select a color from the background there and go OK, and then OK, and it's going to fill the whole background with a color. Once I've done that, I'm going to go File, Save As, and I'm going to save on my computer, save on my computer, and go to my OneDrive Monthagi CAD folder and save it as Polygon Animal. And click Save. I'm then going to print it, File, Print, and select Sand Printer. Make sure it is landscape or portrait depending on your image, and click Print. And I'm also going to upload that to the Polygon Animal class task. Now this printout needs to go into your CAD folder, which is in the tab in the classroom. It's really important that you're keeping all of your different pieces of artwork in your display folder. Thanks very much. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time.